Hey guys, Insomnia here with some more AFK Arena. Today we are looking at our boss fights. If you have not seen on Reddit, there's a brand new guide up on Reddit. So I'm going to run all 6 formations. So we're going to run 3 formations on Wrizz. We're going to run 3 formations on Soren. Really see which formation is the best. So with my current team comp, I don't have Rain completely maxed out. I don't have a couple of the heroes maxed out, but overall with these formations, I want to see what is going to be the best formation and what is going to yield me the most coins. Remember, the more gold that you get out of here, the more guild coins you get out of here, more gear you can purchase, more you can actually do. These accounts are always very, very short when it comes to gold. So I'm really hoping one of these comps will really excel over one of the other ones. So the first comp we go for is, of course, the Belinda comp. So looking in here, the guide does not show any of the class-specific artifacts. So these are the artifacts that they actually run. So Belinda is running with the eye, as well as Wrizz with the eye. We do have Soren here with the blade. We have Wrizz with the blade, and then of course twins with the call. So again, we're going to run all 3 formations through here, and then all 3 formations through Soren, and see exactly which team comp essentially is going to do the most damage. Here, it seems that either Wrizz following Belinda or Wrizz following Soren, which would be a huge difference in the damage putting out here. But I have Wrizz following Soren. So through all of these team comps, all 6 of these team comps do contain Soren, which is a reason that I recommend building him very early, is the damage he puts out is absolutely spectacular, which we'll see in just a minute. Belinda also puts out a ton of damage. One thing to note here is I do not have her furniture. Her furniture does increase her damage significantly, but unfortunately, I do not have her furniture right now. So this is one team comp that if you look, we're about 13.3. I think we finished off about 13.4 billion damage, looking 7.25. Even there, Wrizz putting out 2.64 billion damage. So here we got 1,911,000. Plus we did get a significant amount of coin. I'm hoping the next one is going to be a little bit better. So we'll go ahead and we'll swipe this team comp out. Second team comp that we're actually going to be looking at is a team comp that is using Mortis. So I do not have Mortis built, but again, looking at the artifacts, they are staying the same. Mortis is running the Tide Caller, which I think is pretty unique. The guide does show the Tide Caller, and we also did swap in Rain. So this takes out Wrizz, this swaps in Rain. Let's go ahead and see how we did in this battle. With Mortis, he's actually going to put that greed buff on pretty much everyone on the team. So Soren just got the greed buff right there. There's the second one. It goes on to Wrizz. The twins absolutely maximizing damage. Boom, we got Rain there with the greed buff, which it looks like we might be a little bit ahead of the curve right here. And there we go. The twins got the buff. So now everyone except Mortis. Mortis doesn't put, or yeah, he's got the buff as well. It looks like, I'm not sure he puts the buff on himself. I do not think so. He does not have the buff. So everybody else does have the buff here. So it seems like right now, I know there is a bit of RNG with this, but overall, not having Mortis built, not having any of his signature item, he's a little bit lower damage output than I would expect from having someone fully built. But again, Wrizz is following Soren in this one, and there is 14.5, 15, 15.6, 15.6 billion damage. So look at that, almost 9 billion there, 4 billion there. Again, not too bad. I mean, Rain putting out 1.4 billion. Mortis doesn't really do much of any, but again, I do not have him built. So 15.6 billion on that one, which brings us to our final formation. I'm really hoping this is going to be the formation to bring it home, which is a combination of Rain and Wrizz. So interesting combination here. Running the artifacts again, we have 2 blades, we have 2 eyes, and then we do have the twins with the call. So I'm really hoping, it says in the guide, this is the MVP formation. So the formation that's going to bring the most damage. And I think it has to do with Wrizz's inner sight ability, allowing to supercharge the ultimate ability that Soren is going to get. And also with the 30% additional damage that rain is doing makes this a very, very strong combination. We're about halfway through at about 7 billion already. So definitely pushing the damage here. And again, the more guild coin you get, the more gold. This is what we need. Absolutely need gold by far. We are short of gold to level up. So here it's gonna be really close. We're at just about 15. There's 15. 15.5. So I believe the MVP is the winner. 15.58. Let's look at so 13. No, Mortis did a little bit more damage. Looking there, 9 billion, 3 billion there. So my Mortis team comp did more than the Rain Wrizz combo. Very, very interesting, but there it was, guys. There was the team that won, so it was Mortis. Mortis is a very new hero that has been making its way into all of the boss formations in the Wrizz, in the Soren team comp. It's been going into a lot of the Twisted Realm bosses. It is a very, very strong combination. Now remember, there is a big factor of RNG when it comes to the boss fights, so not too bad overall. Soren, we are going to do the exact same. They just opened Soren for me. So the first comp that we're going to look at Soren is right here. So this has Warwick. Reason to build Rain, reason to build Warwick is because of the debuffs he brings are very, very strong. So his, I think it's Backbreaker or Bonebreaker ability provides a lot more damage to Soren. So we're going to go ahead, run this team comp first, see exactly how we do. The charm ability on Soren, very, very difficult to deal with. Warwick will actually make Soren turn around, meaning that the charm ability will be backwards, only hitting Warwick if you turn Soren around. He does go back and forth with the ability. So we'll have to see exactly, again, the RNG factor of this. Not too bad, 8 billion already. So there is 25 seconds left. And the twins with their haste buff. The twins, as you can see in every single build here, we have Wrizz and we have the twins. The reason why I really drive them going to Mythic first is for the bosses. We know the damage they put out, so 14.1. So not too bad there, still doing a significant amount of damage. Saurus. All right, so our second attempt is going to bring in, of course, a different formation. So second attempt is going to go with this combination. So we have Saurus, we have, of course, Double Blade there. We're bringing Rain with Wrizz again. So let's see exactly how much this puts out. Remember, this formation itself is not going to have Soren turn around. So it makes a little bit of a difference when it comes to his ability and the charm factor that he brings. But again, really just hoping that the 30% increase buff here that Rain is bringing versus the buff that Warwick is bringing. So depending on who you have built, but it looks like this damage is going to be a little bit lower. It seems the Warwick damage might be a little bit higher. And I think it has to do with the charm. With the charm effect to actually turn him around makes a big difference. I want to say when you ult, if we can get him to ult the first time and stay turned around, but we still got some time left here. Might make a big difference. 12 seconds left. There's 14. We're going to hit 15. We should hit 15. There we go. 15.2, 15.3. So definitely doing a little bit more damage there. 15.3. So 11 billion damage with Saurus. Not too bad. Again, remember there is a RNG factor there. So the final one, which is the exact same team comp. This is the MVP team comp that they actually pick from Wrizz, is the Mortis combo. So running Saurus with Wrizz, then running Rain with Mortis and the twins. Let's see what this one pulls. So 15 billion was the best one that we've seen so far. Let's get those greed buffs up. First one goes up on Saurus. Go very, very quickly into the next one, which goes up on Wrizz. Next, Mortis will buff Rain, and then it should be the twins. Boom, there's the final buff. At this point, once more, Mortis buffs the entire team. Not really too much. Not really too much to do with Mortis. You'll see his energy bar will remain full. There's no one left to buff. Everybody has received the greed buff. So now it is just a matter of burning the boss down. He will sit at full energy the rest of the battle because essentially there's nothing to do with the rest of his energy. 25 seconds left, already at 10.7 billion. Come on, this looks like it's going to be well over 15. 15, we're going to break it. So this is the MVP formation as well. There is 17.5. So again, the two formations in the guide they said were MVP were definitely the MVP formations. So even looking here in the log, 17, 15, and 14. So again, the Mortis combination with running Saurus with Rose and then Rain, Mortis, and Twins was the best combination here, looking at the overall damage. And then of course, here with Wrizz, the best combination again was Mortis. So if you guys do not have Mortis, both combinations for both of these bosses were dependent on Mortis. And even the Mortis that I have, I don't have gear really on him yet. I know he doesn't bring that much damage, but I did put the Tide Caller on him as recommended from the guide. So guys, that will do it. That is the Wrizz and the Soren boss fight. Again, the more you get out of there, the more gold you're going to get, the more you're also going to be able to buy from the store in as way of your guild coin. So the more coin you can get, the more gear you can get. When you get to a certain point in the game, this gear is absolutely vital. Right now, the tier stones are a necessity for me. I am lacking a ton of tier stones as well as the faction gear at this point. So make sure that you're maximizing the damage on both guild bosses every single time. A lot of players come in here and they just do the auto battle, even though they've gained levels, even though they've made a significant amount of progression. Just out of ease, they will go ahead and just do the quick battle when you are losing out on, again, gold and you're losing out on those guild shop tokens. So definitely make sure. So let me know in the comments what you guys think. If you guys do know a better combination than what I was running, definitely please let me know as well. Very, very cool to see. Again, this guide is up on Reddit. I'll put a link right down in the description for you. And as always, thank you guys for watching.